In this lesson, we look at three-point lighting. The medium of film and television is flat, so we must create the illusion of depth using whatever devices are available to us. Lighting is one of the production devices used to help create depth. Three-point lighting is the basic starting point for achieving this. Lighting is like painting. The scene is the palette and the lights your brushes, where one can express a message or mood. The key light is the main light that we use to see the subject and create shadows, which start giving shape and add to the mood. These are modeling shadows. I start with the key first, before I turn on any of the other lights. I've positioned the camera to one side of the subject and placed the key light on the side of the face furthest away from the camera. In movies they call this a short key. You can place the key on the camera side, which is the broad key. The shadow is intense. Of course, you can leave it like this depending on the mood you are trying to create. When I am satisfied with the key light, I then continue to add the fill light. This is placed on the opposite side of the key light and used to soften the harsh shadows created by the key and is placed at more of an angle. The amount of softening is up to you. A loose rule of thumb is to keep the fill at half the intensity of the key. In fact, the ratio of key to fill can dictate the contrast ratio of the scene. The third light in the three-point lighting setup is the backlight. This light is placed somewhere behind the subject to separate the subject from the background, which helps create depth. You will need to make sure that the light does not point into the camera, which will cause a flare unless that is what you want. Separation or depth perception is also created by lighting props at different distances in the scene. In this scene, I've placed a practical light, which also motivates the lighting falling on the subject as well as helping with depth. The practical light leads the viewer to believe the light on the side of the face is coming from the lamp, when in fact it's coming from our lighting setup. That is the key light. Now, three-point lighting is a departure point. It does not matter whether you use hard or soft lights, or a mixture, as long as you achieve the creative results close to what you are looking for. The scene is your palette and the lights are your brushes. Follow rules where you must, but experiment and do what feels and works for you.